We up in this joint. What it is, Jay Brinson. Look like my daddy, but I'm hold on, no, I look like my mama, but I'm named after my daddy. This is Zebediah Brinson. He's named after someone from the Bible, and he looked like his daddy. Let's get to it. All right.
As I was told,
Mr. Zeb, we in it, man. You guys had Louisburg first round of the sub-state.
Yep.
We were just talking. We literally was just having a conversation. When do we stop recording the review? And there's a chance they could lose, right? There's always a chance. You play the game and you could lose and it'd be done. All right. And your coach said it that, hey, man, hopefully that's the last. Well, how did he say it?
There's those teams that have those bad games but still come out with the win, and he said, hopefully that was ours.
Mm-hmm. So they played the 16th seed. They're the number one seed, and won 62-57.
I think it was 72 to 60 something.
Okay, all right. So the very high scoring game, but it was too close, right? They didn't. A couple things I noticed. One, the scoring went down to a few people from the outside at least, and then two, free throws. What percentage were you guys for free throws?
50.
I've been telling people 50, so that's what I'm thinking. So let's just dive right in. Zeb, is there any place particularly you want to highlight, or do you just want to commentate as the clips are going through?
I'll commentate as the clips are going through, but there's one, Jackson Pendle, man, he got thrown. Like it should have been called either a flagrant or a foul at least.
Mm-hmm.
They called out of bounds.
Man, okay, Zeb, we're right here. You guys are actually up 31-18, so you came off a good flow. Talk us through the rest of this.
Yeah, so we're pressing, full court pressing, giving them what we got. Ball gets thrown up in the air. Pendle tries to go get it. Dude grabs him and throws him. Like grabs around his arm and his neck and just throws him to the ground. And we all thought it was gonna be like a flagrant, at least a foul. But the refs called out of bounds. They threw him. I may have said some words to the kid. Thankfully, the ref didn't hear it because we probably would have been teed up. But it's okay. I helped Pendle up. Pendle said at practice today, he said, he like thanked me for picking him up because if no one was gonna come pick him up, he was just gonna lay there until someone did.
That's funny. Stay down. Let me help you up. So basically, you even said this, like, I saw you standing up the other day or at the game. You don't typically stand up. Mm-hmm. And so basically, I stand up during timeouts or whatever, just because I'm sitting down the whole time. I try to stay really just emotionless because I can get into it. And so I'm watching it, and there's calls or whatever happening. I'm just trying to stay, locked in, not doing anything crazy. When that happened, I was for sure, just like Zeb said, okay, this dude that's a technical or something. I mean, you could see it. Look at it. The dude grabbed him, around his, of course he maybe came down into the dude, but there was a extra play in that, and the refs didn't call anything. And so what I've been telling people was that, the refs was calling some ticky-tack stuff, but I felt like they was calling evenly. But man, when this situation happened, I was up out the seat. I don't know. You might even be able to see me up there. Let's go back a little bit. No, I'm too high. Oh no, I'm up in there. I'm up at the top in the corner. All you can see is my belly. All you can see is my belly. You know what I'm saying? You can see my wife throwing her hands up because she's mad. Yeah. But let's talk through some of these highlights. Talk us through this. You got Mr. Gavin. How well did he shoot this game?
He shot 6 for 19, I think he said, from the 3, or 17 from the 3.
Wow.
So he shot a lot of them. At one point, Zion looked at me. He keeps the stats on the bench. Mm-hmm. He looked at me and goes, "Man, the other team has shot 6 for 16, and Gavin himself has shot 6 for 16."
Wow, that's a lot of threes in one game. And being someone who's, does he have the season record for threes?
Yeah.
I know he has the in-game record.
Actually, I don't know about season 3s.
Okay, all
I don't
right.
know about that one.
So Duke can shoot, and for him to go 6 for 16, I think a lot of them were decent look. It was interesting to see that. Porter, Mr. Gill got one.
Yep.
Also from corner. That's his spot, man. That dude can knock
Yeah.
down some threes. Wow.
Man.
Mm-hmm. Do we know what his percentage was?
No.
Good.
Nah.
All right. Got some fast break action here. Porter, Gill again. All right. Let's see what this next one is. Mr. Gavin Rosen, the other 3.
Trey
Kabuchi.
ball.
Mm-hmm. Gavin Roser, Kabuchi.
3. Trey
It's
ball.
obvious that this young man is a shooter. You were telling me that one of their defensive players will be probably guarding them pretty tight as you go in to play Bishop Miege.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the final score on that was 62-57. Rebounds 25-31. Okay. Assists 11-10. Steals. What do you guys know on the average in assists?
An assist, I feel like it's a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
But our coach said that the turnover assist ratio was the worst it's been over the season.
So definitely, that's a game we need to get rid of. You look at the 3-point percentage. I'm going to say this repeatedly when we play close games against unexpected teams. The 3-point percentage is high. You go back and look at the Eudora game. You go back and look at Concordia game the first time. Those dudes hit a ton of threes and that kept them in the game. But in those games, it was a lot of go for goal. This one was so slow. Even though, as a parent, I enjoyed watching it. It was so slow. And your 3-point percentage is down to 26.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen 39. I've seen 40. I've seen quite a few.
As a team, I looked at the stat today, and as a team, we're shooting. I think it said 25 as a team from the 3-point line, 25%.
Like over the season?
Yeah, over the season, over the whole season. Well, I do remember. I think it was before during the Nemaha tournament, we were shooting 35.
Okay. All right. So hopefully that's it. That's the bottom. Now it's time to start climbing back up to the top because they're going to be playing a good Bishop Miege's team. All right. Wow.
Okay, how did it do this?
Wow. We got people in the background. You have to just ignore those folks. But we just for the moment, that's the lovely mother of the wonderful Zebediah Brinson and the Rock Creek. Come on in here and say hi to the people, babe. All right. Wow, what a game, Zeb.
Yeah.
What a freaking game between you guys and Bishop Miege's. One word to describe the game.
Crazy.
Eventful.
Something.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Whoo, man, we got a lot we could say about it. I don't. What should we start with?
It's a whole game.
The announcer talked about the whole public versus private.
Yeah, he did.
What's your thoughts on that?
So we drew private schools the last 3 years in sub-state. So it was a game. It was a game. Private schools, you go in there, they're supposed to be good. So that's what I think the Bishop Miege was going in there thinking, because they were good. And so I don't know if they did any scout or anything, or if they just went in there, oh, let's go beat them. And so it was a good game. And the whole team, they don't really like playing private schools or private schools in general. So we were going in there with a chip on our shoulder, thinking, "Oh, we're the underdogs in this game here." So that's how we went into the game.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got something you want to say?
Is that my phone? Because yours has a light.
His might be backwards. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's another one of the lovely young ladies of the Brinson family. Come and say hi to the people, Isabel. A young Rock Creek Mustanger in the making. All right, close game. You guys were up for most of the game. I think the highest lead you had was 8, maybe. That was early on, and then but for most of the game, there was kind of a 5-point lead. They would take it to 3, then you score, and kind of seesaw 5-3, 5-3. In the fourth quarter, I believe, is when it switched.
Yes.
And, they got a stop on you guys. I don't remember how it all went, and then they took the lead. And then from there on, maybe 3 minutes, it's a 1-point swing. You score, they score, you score, they score. Right?
Yep.
What were you thinking as it was coming down the fourth?
Down the fourth. All during the fourth. I was thinking the whole game that we was up. Like, I thought we was doing real good and we were scoring almost every possession. That's what I was thinking. We was up a good amount. And I look at the score every once in a while. I'm like, the game is actually closer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And so coming down the fourth, I'm thinking, oh Lord, please don't let it end here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, please let us win. Please let us either get this lead or have a well enough lead to win the game.
Boom. All right.
Yep.
So let's talk about this winning the game.
Yep.
I mean, I think we could do a whole show just on what happened in the last 2.2 seconds,
Yeah.
but it was like, professional, right? In a sense of a professional game. 2 seconds lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, the number 12, who scored their final bucket?
Number three.
Number
Yep,
three.
number
So
three.
you guys are up one.
Yep.
After you get a nice slip by Gavin, and I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Gavin slips, get it, floats it, takes the lead. They go down. They call a timeout, and then number 3 does a backspin and kind of hits a floater and scores it, and leaves 6 seconds on there, 5.8 seconds,
something like that.
And
yeah.
your coach calls a timeout. All right, what does he draw up, or what does he tell a team when you guys got to go to full court?
When we got to go to full court,
Mm-hmm.
he's like,
yeah. So first off, I wanted to make sure that we got it to half court. We had a play that we were going to get Peter getting downhill there, but they did a good job of stopping it. So we immediately called timeout because I knew we weren't going to get what we wanted there. We ran that play last year against Sabetha at the end of the game, but it was more like a set. It wasn't from the out of bounds line. And we were actually looking, our first look was to the slip for Ethan going for a layup. And they did a pretty good job guarding that. Peter did a great job just giving Gavin the ball, and Gavin made a tough shot, man.
Get it. He drew up a play. I wasn't really, I didn't really see the play.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really hear him, honestly. The crowd was crazy.
Loud.
There's so many people there.
Shout out to the fans. It was loud. It was packed. You'll see. You're probably seeing a little bit. Just all 4 sections is loaded, packed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zeb.
So he was there drawing it up, and all I heard was get across half court. I'm calling timeout, or get across half court, call timeout. And so I'm like, okay, so we gonna try to get it across, get a timeout called. And we did it. We got it in, and I look-key thought they forgot to call a timeout because we got it across half court, and we're there for a good second or second and a half, something like that. It felt like a long time, and I'm sitting there. Oh, is we gonna call a timeout, or is we gonna try to score?
Mm-hmm.
And so got it across half court. Smitty called a timeout. Got to the bench. He drew up a play.
All right, and so he's drawing up the play. What is what was the idea behind the play?
The idea was to fake to the corner, so back screen to the corner, fake to the corner, elevator screen to the top, fake that, and look down low. And so that was basically the play. So we were in a box set, just trying to get it in and get a bucket, win the game.
It's crazy on there as y'all run that through. Gavin's trying to come through, and the dude was literally holding his wrist. Like that was the refs missed that, and shout out to the refs, man. It was you're a ref because you enjoy the game and you want to be in situations like that. I thought they called a decent game. Could there be some other things they could have did better? Of course, sure. But Gavin's arm is literally being held, but yet he progresses through. I see Tonzer slip. And I'm thinking, when I see it, I'm thinking it's going to be an elevator play. That's what I'm thinking already. You give it to Gavin because he's shooting like layups, you know what I'm saying, from the 3-point.
And that's what we were hoping they thought too.
Okay.
So we could dump it down low and get it easy too, at least tie the game, and go in overtime and try to win it from there, or get a quick bucket to give us, help us out.
Yeah.
Help us out. Give us another chance. So.
That's what's up. So he gets it, right?
Yeah, he does.
What are you doing on the bench? And
Before the ball was thrown, I'm over there. I'm on the bench. I don't know if you can see it on film, but I'm on the bench, head down, praying. Me and Zion both. We sitting there praying, and it's like, Lord, please don't let this be the end of it. Like, please let us get something. Give us a chance. Like, thank you. Like, hopefully, like we're just sitting there praying, hoping. And Dylan said he was on the couple people down from me praying too. So there's at least 3 of us over there praying on the bench.
Yeah.
So
he catches the ball, he shoots it. You were what?
So Smitty was kind of like in the standing where coaches usually stand, watching the play happen. So I'm trying to look around him, and I'm at the front of the bench, so that's where coaches usually stand. And I'm at the front of the bench trying to look around, and I see Gavin catch the ball. I stand up, and everything in my head was the UCLA drills we've had over the year. And Gavin, he has hit plenty of like buzzer beater ties, wins for his team in that UCLA drill. UCLA drill is basically a 3-on-2 with a chaser, and he has hit multiple. He hit one on me not too long ago, and I was playing. I felt like I was playing good defense. People said I was playing good defense too, but every single one went through my head as he caught and released. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, please go in. And Curtis said he was towards the end of the bench thinking Gavin was going to airball. Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
Hey, when I tell you I ran out there, I was the second person to get to Gavin, and I was on the bench.
Yeah.
And Peter was the first person. Peter was the closest to him. But if Peter wasn't there, I probably would have been the first there.
That 400 speed came out of there. Yep. Boom. Man, that ball was in the air for 2 minutes. It was just like, I was just staring at that thing, man. And then it went in, and everyone's going nuts. And I'm just like, wow. Yeah. Did you know that was his 100th 3 on the season?
I did not.
Yeah, we hung out with some of the parents last night afterwards, and Gavin, Mr. Martin Rosa told me that, and I was like, what? And so I think the state record is 112. I think I told you wrong earlier, but it's 112. I could be wrong, but so, he could have an opportunity to break I would think the single season 3-point record for Kansas. So the kid can shoot, right? Obviously, you guys have heard him talk about that with 10 in the game, 9 in the game before that. In those different games. So the young man can shoot. Man, let's really just break this play down again and look at it. So the ref is handing him the ball. He blows his whistle, does his bounce, hands him the ball. Boom. He sets us, and you can see right there how Gavin's arm is being held. Just boom. And that just got to do just enough. And so goes through. And we don't quite get the elevator in the sense of the closed door, but not a problem. He gets it, and he hits him a left, a right, you know what I'm saying, a right or left. And dude went for it. And he just steps right into it. One dribble, pull up, got the elbow under the ball, under the wrist, under the ball, get to look at it.
Perfect form.
Perfect form.
Feet set, everything.
Releases it.
It kind of looked like he got hit in the arm a little bit after he released it.
I would say so. I definitely thought he got fouled on it. But as a ref, I don't know. Do I call that? I probably wouldn't call that. No. He got hit in his hand, actually. I didn't see the elbow. And goes up.
Yeah.
And then Coach Smitty lays on the ground. He's out. Sniper. Boom. Drops him. Boom. And there you are right there.
I took all I weave Smitty. I'm out on there. On the court. Excited. Hyped. Gavin made us run around the whole court because he didn't know what to do. None of us did.
I don't know. I probably would have been, if I'm him, I probably would have been in the stands. I don't know.
Thinking about it now, I probably would have been in the stands, by the locker room, running around the whole school. I've been over there.
Look at the refs are having to hold people back.
Yeah, refs, the admin, police, holding people back.
Let's go to.
We were wondering why they didn't let the students storm the court, because that would have been awesome.
Let's go to the biggest fan. We talked about this back in, I think, before the Concordia game, who is the biggest fan. The biggest fan is at the
Yeah.
back of the crowd. Let us zoom in for you guys. So we're zoomed in. He has the Mustang head on,
Yep.
walking around, and this is hilarious. The biggest fan. There's a fist pump from him. Then he takes it off. He told me later that I couldn't breathe under that thing, so I had to pull it off. So the biggest fan, man, he is an exciting guy to watch. Exciting guy to watch. I got a couple plays I want to just go through right quick. One of them is the bucket before they took the lead, and then we had to come back and shoot it. And it just was a smooth movement by Gavin himself to score a bucket. Here we go. It's 140 left. Wait, there go the lovely. That's the second best fan right there. Hey,
Hey, that was an insane game, yo. I was so 40-41. I was saying, man, please don't make us lose.
Mhm.
Please let us go to state. And then all of a sudden I see Gavin shooting it. I was like,
Yeah! All right, thank you so much, Ayana.
yeah.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Right now, what they're doing is they're trying to face guard him with number 3. Number 3 is looking the whole time, got his eyes, he starts pointing, and this is Gavin moving without the ball. Boom, slips it right there. And I just thought, man, what a high IQ mindset move. What a finish. Bam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to show it here for the sake of not going back, but Zed, what do you think of some of those? Man, we had some missed layups.
We did, and they were easy ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Peter had one left-handed, and like it, I don't know, he barely hit the backboard and it hit back rim and bounced the other side. Like he kind of like he could have it could have been called an air ball, but he said he was so confident in that layup, and it was just after because thankfully we won. After he said he was so confident in it, it was just funny that it's like, well, dang, you're so confident, but you airballed it.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay. And then Gavin had one easy layup. I don't know if he was just tired and like out of it or what, or if he thought he was just too open. Like we call it the yips. If it's an easy bucket or something, easy anything, you get the yips and you miss.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just it was we were all not devastated but like sad. It was like, dang, we needed that.
Yeah. Was there any plays in the first quarter you want to bring up or first half?
First half, not really.
Okay.
I do want to talk about Kling's charge to give us that get Gavin that point or give us the ball back.
Yeah. Let's go back to it.
So the charge before the game, Smitty said that when he was in I forgot where he said he was, but he was coaching somewhere else, and this kid he took 2 charges to save the game, or that helped him save the game. And I just told Kling after, I said, man, that was a clutch charge. Like, charges can win games. Smitty told us before we watched film, we did whatever to prepare. And he was like, these kids don't know how to play off 2 feet. Be ready to take a charge. Have some cojones and take a charge. And so that's what he did. He had some cojones and took that charge.
Yes.
Got it down there, took it.
Yeah, you're right. That was a big play. Took a possession away from him, and then got the score out of it. And those are the type of things you ask players to do. And when it works, man, you're just like, see, you're just excited for the situation and for the player. So the question is, then, Zeb, tell us a little bit about what next week is going to look like.
Next week, game in Salina against Eudora. Played them once, won by 7 or something. Won by a not decent amount, but like
was it not 66 to 61?
We may have won by 5. It was something like not too big, like we have been putting on other teams. But so which means it was a good game. Yeah. So and back to the last video, it's always hard to play a team a second time. So we're gonna have to figure that out, prep, and then I think the game plan's still gonna be the same, as in like play defense, let people like different people shoot, keep away people from shooting. So we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. That's what's up. And so they play in Salina at 6 p.m. 6 p.m.
Yep.
The girls, shout out to the girls. They back at state. So you got both Rock Creek teams, boys and girls, back at state. Shoot, the announcer was saying you guys between varsity, JV, and freshman or C team, you're 106 to 6. Like they have 106 wins between the 6 programs, 2 varsity, 2 JV, etc., and 6 losses. So that's a winning program. Coach, they also mentioned how the baseball team, right, back-to-back states appearances and wins. Softball team did well. Volleyball team is growing. Did they go to state? I think they did go to state.
Volleyball?
Yeah, went
I
to
think
state. So Rock Creek is doing some big things out here with the winning coaches that they've developed. So, but they're in Salina. They got to win or go to Hutchinson. Don't ask me how to explain it. You just got to go to Acacia.com.
Yeah.
But the quarterfinals are at one site, and I think the main goal is to get more people at the games, and then different places like Wichita, Coach Arena, Hutchinson, and some other places are hosting the second round and third round, so the semifinals and the finals. So they got to win to go to Hutch, and then they go to Hutch. You play. If you lose the first one, you play a third round. You play for third place. If you win the first one, then obviously you play for finals. So the championship. I mean, so and be praying for us because we ain't above praying because we were all praying, and your door's not gonna be an easy team, and he knows that. They know that, and you just got to go out there and play because you're at state now. It doesn't matter what the records say. Everybody's in state now. Everybody's riding their wave.
Everyone's trying to fight for that state championship.
Yeah. So, hey, tune in. Like we said before, if you need a link, you want to DM us, let us know. We can get you that information. We keep you posted. Just let us know. All right. So we out. That's the review. Tune in on Tuesday. Got a special review for you guys. Think you guys will enjoy it. With that being said, we out. Your mic on?
Yeah.
I think my mic. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
All right.